This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show, baby. We're back. What's going down, bro? Sebastian Maniscalco on the other end, as always.
I got to start with this before I forget.
Do it.
We had a listener order the cast T-shirt, and I think is there a female version, like a tank top or something?
No. There's just medium, small, large, XL. Black, there's the cast. That's it. They're doctoring them on their own. It's fantastic, some of the work they're doing.
Okay, so then it was a small. So this listener ordered, I think, a large and a small. She received the product, and she only got the large, not the small, and she did not get the personal message that you do.
That doesn't sound possible. I mean, I'm wondering if it was a resend. It didn't go to. I really don't feel like I've ever.
Do you know who?
Well, I owe her a shirt for sure, man. I owe her a card, but there's an email, so email me back because there's one. Yeah.
You know who the customer is?
No.
My sister. She ordered.
You know what? I got to get an order number. Because I find that's incredibly. When you go, when you can, give me an order number.
She calls me up. She goes, I got the cash. I ordered a couple shirts. I got one shirt and no message. I go,
that's wow.
Yeah. She goes, is he doing the messages anymore? And I go, I think he is.
Every message, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get him out. I'm trying to get them all out for
customer service over there.
That's unbelievable. That's of all people.
Oh shit!
You know what? I mean, I stand by my product to the point where I'm gonna need to see the order number from Sis because we may. Yeah, this ain't Walmart where I just go. Customer's always right. No, seriously, I order a T-shirt, but that's great because I'm really trying to. Get them all in before Christmas, so I had to print some more last night. The inserts, because people they want the inserts, and there's one order, and I'm gonna say it. I don't have it now, but I'm gonna add it to this cast because I have a note to do it. There's one order like 0067. It just disappeared, man. I can't find it anywhere. It's not in my archive. It's nowhere. So, I just keep waiting for somebody to email going, you motherfucker, I bought this 3 months ago. And I'm like, are you 67? I've been waiting for you. I can't find it anywhere. But
oh, God. Well, no, these cash shirts are popping up all over the show, especially front row. I'm shocked. That the popularity is just
that's
unbelievable.
Yeah, wow.
So we're seeing a lot of cash shirts out there. Thanks for that. What is going on? I don't know where to start. Oh God.
I'm shook, bro. Still shook from this. Off my game, man. Wow.
Totally off. I'm off my game too. I just got out of a massage. This guy, I think he's massaged my organs. That's how deep this guy went. So
if he listens to the cast, his wife was like, you know what to do when you get in there, Henry. Rub as hard as you can. All right? Or he's just going to go right back to the Japanese cupping guy. And I'm not off my game. I was feeling good until my product was fucking... I got a bad Yelp guy. It's killing me. From a friend.
Oh, God.
Of all people, too, man. You just did me... Sebastian, by the way, just hooked me up with tickets for a family member. Unbelievable gesture. I can't even... it's just... Yeah, really cool, bro.
So that's happening next week. What the hell, man? I feel lethargic. I gotta apologize to the listeners right off the bat. The way I'm feeling right now, I'm trying to figure out how the hell this cast is going to roll. So let's
take your
pump the
time, because
brakes
I don't
here.
want to put you where you got to talk about something I brought up while you were trying to think of something. But the come down guy from 4 arenas, 2 United Centers sold out. I mean, the come down has got to be. I just go into the deli. I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing in the deli? This is it's crazy that I'm in this deli right now.
I do got to tell you, with these arenas, what I've been doing is asking to see the locker rooms of the home team that I'm there for, like Detroit Pistons, the Red Wings, whatever. So I went into the Detroit Red Wing locker room. I got to tell you, and I've been in a few of these locker rooms, hockey locker rooms. This thing's a shrine to the Red Wings.
Wow.
They got the logo on the ceiling. It's huge. They got their own personal weight room. They got a hockey rink in the stadium that they practice on, aside from the real rink upstairs, right?
Oh.
Downstairs, they got another hockey rink downstairs. Where
that's crazy, man. It's like,
yeah.
we don't want
So,
to. We keep that nice. We keep that nice for games.
Yeah. So
God,
I'm just so I got to tell you, I went into the Bulls locker room, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking 6-time champion Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, best player of all time. I walk in and yeah, it's nice, but I was asking where Jordan's locker was. I said, where did he get ready? He goes, they remodeled it. And the locker they took out, and it's somewhere in the building. Now, I don't know if the guy knew where it was and he wasn't telling me.
Yeah.
But they got the locker that they saved for Jordan, right? Mm-hmm. They said that he liked to be by the bathroom so he could duck in and out for the press. Just in case he had to duck out, the bathroom was right there. So he just went and slipped in the bathroom.
Wow.
Then I was
This is like, to me, his locker is like as important as the desk that they wrote the Declaration of Independence on. This is like history.
Yeah.
The whole space should never be nothing. It should the locker should have stayed, and it should have been like a glass encase. Cyndi Lauper's outfit in fucking Hard Rock, and like they took Jordan's locker out. This is making no sense.
I agree. I think they should have left it in there and almost mummified it. Just had it in glass.
Yeah.
Whatever was in there, the last game is what's there, and that's that. No one ever gets dressed there.
Every 10 years, they got one of them museum curators come in with a special vacuum, and they go in, they vacuum it up, and then they put the glass back on, right? So it don't get dusty. That's it. This is the greatest ever. I mean, where's the locker? No one knows. Somewhere in the building?
It says somewhere in the building. United Center's almost 30 years old, which I found that hard to believe. I can't believe it's that old already. So, went into the locker room. I went into the Cleveland locker room. There's a basketball player by the name of Taco
Fall?
I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Was on the Celtics. Now he's with the Cavaliers. They had his shoe there.
Yeah.
19 and a half. This thing looks like a canoe.
Oh, my.
Right?
Yeah. He's like 7'11", right?
Yeah, it was like 7'7", right? And he, everything in these locker rooms, everything's high. From the sink where you wash your hands to the urinal, everything is like, it's made for a giant. So when you walk in there, you got to piss, and you got to piss up.
No kidding, man. You would think that it would just be normal, and, they used to go, bending or whatever, but wow. Custom made. Oh.
Custom made, man.
So.
Pretty.
The 19 and a half sneaker. I wish I could see it, you know what I mean? To like really, because I know I'd be like, holy shit. Like, is it heavy? Did you hold it?
Yeah, it's heavy, but I found out that Shaq has a size 22.
Holy shit.
I mean, that's 2.5 inches more than this guy. It's not. I mean, I put my foot right up to it, and it's like my foot looked like Caruso's foot to me. Right?
So to have a foot that big, like you gotta wake up and just go downstairs and have like 8 eggs, right? Like you gotta eat all day to fuel that. That's like a diesel truck.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's amazing to see. So yeah, we toured the locker rooms. Nice to be home. I saw a bunch of friends of mine. Really nice to see, just like the guys I kind of grew up with.
When were you in the locker room, by the way? Did you hear about the Bulls, man? Half the team's quarantined now. Half the team.
Oh God.
They all got quarantined. I was like, I know you already had it, so you're good to go. I don't know if you went in there with an entourage, but
Oh shit! No, I don't think that had anything to do with the me. I gotta tell you, are you think you're susceptible to getting this thing, COVID?
well, I gotta be honest. If we're being honest, I just canceled my booster. Did you get a booster?
No, because I had my antibodies tested. They're through the roof.
Right. Well, you can't just say, yeah, my antibodies tested well. You got to go there through the roof. That makes you sleep better at night. They're through the roof. Oh, I love it. Yeah, but I was going to get the booster, and then Jackie talked to a really good friend who's a doctor and a very good doctor, and he's like, he's like, this stuff, I got the vaccine too. He goes, but it's not the best stuff to keep pumping in us. And, you got to ask yourself, how good is I don't want to say it, but I'm saying it for myself, 3 in a year? I'm getting bloated. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with the 2 until I see how this Cron plays out. It looks pretty light right now, and we'll go from there.
From what I understand, and I might be wrong, again, don't look at this show for factual information whatsoever, but apparently it's more contagious, but more of a mild effect, this new variant. So it's like a cold, right? So what are we all hopped up for if it's just a cold,
I tell you, man, long story short, but I had this crazy flight back from Minneapolis as far as... Didn't even get a hotel room. Just ended up going back to the hotel because I was flying out so early. So at one point, it's like about 2:45 in the morning, and I'm sitting in the Minneapolis airport. Got my I decided to go with an overcoat, which I'll get into on another cast, but what a look the overcoat is. Just sends a message with the dangling scarf. Oh, boy.
Oh, God, in an airport? Wow, that's a
like
look,
a Javalia commercial guy, So I'm sitting there, and about 20 feet away from me is a kid, maybe 25 in his early 20s, and he's sleeping on like all 4 of these things. And he's got one of them. He's got a mask on, but he's off to his side, right? But he's wearing a mask, and 2 cops come walking by. We're the only 2 in the whole airport, right? And they walk by, and I'm up. And I just say, hey, guys, and they walk by, and the one cop leans over the kid and goes like this and bends over and to see his face, and then looks at the other cop and goes like that, like nods, like that it was on, the mask. And I'm like, man, this is intense, man. This is intense. But then that same kid's going to be given a Biscoff cookie on the plane. He can pull his mask down to bite into that. But you'll lean it over at 2:45 in the morning
to see if he's spreading.
Crazy town, man. I mean, it's like... So anyway, and then our governor just announced a new mask mandate everywhere. And I was in New York City during the week. I had this corporate gig, hung out with Mazzilli. Great to see Mazzilli, by the way. Had this corporate gig, and I go in a diner by myself to get something to eat. And I walk in, and the lady's like, I need your vaccination thing, which no one's ever asked me for anywhere where I go, So, but I had it on my phone, so I'm like, I'm trying to find it. And it was cold outside, and I couldn't find it. And I look up at her, and I go, I'll just step outside. When I find it, I'll come back in. I swear I thought she'd go, okay, just stand there. It's cold. She goes, yeah, do that. I'm like, holy shit. So I got to go out there and I come back in with it. And now I'm cool because I wasn't lying and I got it. So I sit down. But
so what does it make a difference? This is what I don't understand. It's evading the vaccine anyway. So what is it? This new Omicron, whatever the hell it's called.
Right, yeah.
It's skipping over the vaccine. So if you got the vaccine and you could still get it, what the fuck they checking your shit for?
Yeah. You know, man, you're either part of the problem, you're either part of the solution, or you're part of the problem. Guy. Don't ask questions. Keep walking, man. Just keep walking. And then in my town,
shit.
The first day they announced the new mask mandate, I got to go into a store, and I'm like, I'm going pretending I forgot. Let's see how this plays out. And as I walk in, this is the time we're living in. You walk in, 2 people coming out without masks. And I'm like, yeah, baby, we're dancing. Let's do this. And you go in and you see a few more. And then our guy went on the news, our local congressman. He said, I ain't enforcing it. I don't have the guys to enforce it. If you want to wear a mask, wear it. If you don't. If you have an establishment and you don't want someone in there without a mask, then tell them to leave. So.
I like how they got
the Wild West out here.
Oh God, they got enough people. They got enough people to enforce the mask mandate, but for people smashing and grabbing and stealing shit, they don't got the for. They'll make sure you got your mask on while you're stealing shit.
There's a building burning as we speak in Minneapolis, and they're leaning over to see if this kid's napping with a mask on. And listen, man, I love the men in blue. They are the best. And I know they're just doing their job. It's just like the people that are telling them what to do. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's crazy.
Anyway, what's going on?
Speaking of airplanes, we took a flight in from Detroit to Chicago. And this is during all those tornadoes. I don't know if you saw that the Midwest got hit by tornadoes, especially Kentucky, right?
Yeah, man. Very sad.
So pilot comes out and he gives us this blanket statement. He goes, it's going to be turbulent the whole way. All right. Now, do you think you should get a more of a descriptive situation other than it's going to be turbulent? Like, or do you think, like, how turbulent?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Commercial? Were you going commercial or were you guy?
Private.
Yeah. I mean, I got to tell you, I flew the day after and we had heavy 70-mile-an-hour winds out of Buffalo. I didn't think I was going to make my gig. And the guy said the same thing. He's like, it's going to be bad going up. It's going to be rough. You're not going to get service and, and it's going to be bad when we land, but we should find some space while we're up there. But no games, just no sugarcoating it. It was like, buckle in, put your tunes on. And
we take off, and right away, the plane is moving side to side, bro. Right? Now, my head starts to run wild now.
Uh-huh.
I start to ask myself, is there a wind threshold that a airplane has where if the tower calls the airplane and goes, listen, it's 135-mile-an-hour winds, you know that the plane can't take more than 130. Yeah. Do you think there's a limit to the amount of wind that a plane can withstand?
Oh my God. First of all, can I just say to that, if the guy's like, the wings snap at 130, we're clocking 127 winds with you right now. So you got 3-mile-an-hour window before your wing snaps. Oh my God. Well, it depends, bro. You ever see during hurricanes, they have those special planes that fly through the hurricane to measure it?
Oh, I don't even see that.
Insane. They're designed to go right into the heart of the hurricane. And these people taking measurements, and I'm like, oh my God, do people have no family? Who would take that job? That's insane. You're kissing your kid. Daddy's got to go fly into the middle of a hurricane. I'll see you Sunday. But why are we all flying in that hurricane plane?
Yeah, why isn't that just the standard plane now?
Well, I tell you, man, what got me over it big time years ago is I did one of those. You ever do one of them 1 month tours with Just for Laughs of Canada?
That's where we met you. That's where I met you.
I know. I just did a week one with you where we stayed in Toronto and went out by van every night. This is one that a lot of guys have done through the years. You start East Coast and work your way west, and you're on you fly every day, 20-minute, 30-minute flights. And one of the guys with us was Alonzo Bowden. And Alonzo Bowden used to be an airplane mechanic. And I used to be really afraid of flying. And I would sit next to him, and he would explain to me, like, what was happening. And he'd be like, which is like what a pilot, like, maybe would be nice, right? And he goes, you could take the wingtips, and if you bent them all the way up, you could make them touch, and they still wouldn't snap, right? And he's like, these planes are designed to take like so much more than what they could ever be given, like, with the 4 engines and this and that. And he's walking me through it. And then you're flying every day, so you start to get so tired that you like forget you're even on a plane. And then by the end of the tour, you really start to realize, oh my God, flying is so much safer than driving. Because then I landed, now I'm in a cab going back into New York City. I'm like, this is insanity. I don't even know this guy. He's not even from my country. I don't even know what the fuck if he knows what he's doing. Yeah. Wait, that's out. That part's out. But you know what I'm saying? At least as pilot, I know he went to all this piloting school, so.
I know, regardless of the piloting school and the whole thing, we're up there, we're going side to side. So I'm thinking to myself, could this thing like do a full rotation? Like, could the wind take it and like spin it? That's what I'm thinking, right? So we get up there, and we're still having a little turbulence, but nothing big. Then I feel like we entered the eye of the tornado. I swear to God, I thought this was it. Everything's shaking, and then all of a sudden, boom, we spit out of this thing smooth for a little bit. Now we're going down, and I swear to God, the whole plane was frightened. My tour manager's on. She's in the back. She's screaming.
Oh my God!
Like, oh my God! Oh my God! And I mean, you could feel the wind like hitting the plane, right? It's like, and I'm thinking to myself, is this guy up there? These 2 pilots, are they up there going, we shouldn't be doing this, but we got to get him to his gig? Like, do they feel pressure?
Right.
So midway through this, I was going to go in the cockpit going, listen, guys, but I didn't want to see what was going on up there. Like, I didn't want to tap them. They turn around and they're drenched, sweating.
They go like this. What the fuck do you want? And you said they're drenched, sweating. Oh my.
I didn't want to see that as a passenger where he's got his shirt off and he's trying to let him win.
He's like, I'm calling my wife. What do you want? Oh shit.
So I didn't get up or anything. But here's my second question. Do you think the pilot has an obligation to come on the airplane intercom and go, hey guys, I know it seems bad, but don't worry about it. We got it. All I'm sitting there is wondering what the hell are they doing in the cockpit right now, right? Like,
right.
Like are they tapping each other going, no, that button? What is happening during that?
You could open it up and the co-pilot could be punching the pilot in the face, like losing his mind. And the pilot's like, thank God you came in. Get him the fuck off me. Get him. Like, it's total trust. You just trust the doors closed, and you just trust that these 2 care about their life as much as I care about mine. You know?
Now,
can I say one thing?
Plane, yeah.
I've never been on a plane, I don't think, where someone screamed. That would scare me. Like, I've been on one like that, but to hear an oh my God, that would make me follow it up with an oh my God myself.
No. I've been on a few of those where one of those. Oh God. So this thing slams to the ground. It lands, and listen. I don't normally do this. I find this to be something, when it does happen on an airliner, I find it to be completely annoying. But I was clapping like we won the Super Bowl. Everybody literally broke out into applause and started shouting up at the front, going, "Great job! Great job!" So,
oh God!
Now,
pilot, congrats to the pilot, man. I did that on mine too. That's so funny, bro.
So we're sitting there. He stops the plane, and the guy, I'd say he's about 68, 68, maybe even 70, maybe mid 60s, right?
The pilot?
I go, yeah. He comes back with a smile, and I go, any problem? Like, did you ever feel at one point up there that this wasn't going your way? He's like, are you kidding me? That was fun. He goes, I've been doing this for 40 years. I've seen worse than that. And I was like, this guy was like nothing.
This is the question I want to know. When your wife calls you later that night and says, how was the flight? Do you just say, that's fine? Or do you go, I got a little bounce? Like, does this
worst flight of my life.
No, obviously not you. I'm saying the pilot. When he says
the pilot.
When he says it was no big deal later on, that's funny because worst flight of your life. But if his wife asked him how the flight was, would he even say anything other than, that's fine? Would he even go, oh, it got a little choppy?
He'd probably say, yeah, a little choppy there. We had some 60-mile-an-hour winds, but, nothing I couldn't handle. But my question, and I'll ask him this next time around, I want to ask him, is it hard to control the plane when there's 60-mile-an-hour winds? Like, is he sitting there wrestling the wheel, like the gauge, or is it on autopilot? How is it hard to maintain the level of flight through that type of weather?
Yeah. Now,
that's good.
I'm so with you that, like I was saying, I was flying in from Buffalo to Detroit, and we had these crazy winds on Lake Erie. Trees are down all over. It was nuts. And when we're coming in, I'm in like the last seat in the back of the Delta flight because they had to change my flights and shit because of snow in Minneapolis. Now, on the screen, you can put the thing called Flight Tracker on your Delta flight, a lot of them. So you can see how fast the plane's going and the headwinds. Now, from what I understand, the plane's got to be doing, at least in my head, from what I understand, 200 miles an hour. If it goes below 200 miles an hour, it just drops, right? So we're coming in, and I'm watching, and I'm like, okay. I feel like we're not even moving. You ever feel them let off the engine? I'm like, guy, what the? Did you just take your foot off the gas pedal right now? I'm gonna nosedive, like, cause so we're coming down. The wind is coming at us so hard that he's like revving it to fight through the wind, and then all of a sudden the wind changes direction. So now if it's going with us at 30 miles an hour and we're doing 200, now we're really only doing 170. We're going to drop, speed up, So we're doing this. And then the wings are going, and I'm out the window looking like level them out. All right, don't worry about the wings yet. We still got 30 feet to the ground, but don't let that wingtip hit the ground. If the wingtip hits and then he's coming like this, and he's about to land, and he doesn't. I go, good call. We're still rocking. Now, drop it now. Boom. So, right? I felt like I was flying it with him. So then everyone, and the thing that blows my mind, I'm looking around like people are like, they're chatting, sleeping. I'm like, you almost died, and you have no idea. So that everyone gets off. No one says nothing, and the pilot, kind of a young guy, he's hanging in the doorway, and I gotta think, you ever notice like sometimes they're in the doorway and sometimes they're not? I feel like when he lands in the wind, he's like, oh, I gotta stand by the doorway. Just so people can tell me how great I am. This was
it's like having a great set.
I come
it's
up.
Like having
yeah.
I'm sorry. It's
exactly, bro. I can't go home after that. I gotta linger at the bar. So I do that. I'm not even up to him yet. And I'm like, I gotta say, I come walking up, I pat him on the shoulder. I'm like, the skill level. Thank you so much. And the flight attendant starts laughing and he's like, no problem. I was like, no, man, just beautiful. And then I slid right off. But like, how do you not say that? It's like getting a delicious meal and walking right past the chef and not saying anything.
I know. And with this guy that came back out, same thing happened. Two of the guys on the plane with me, nothing. They were looking at Instagram during this. I'm looking out the window, wondering if we're gonna make it, and they're looking at Instagram posts. So we land. Here's the problem I got though.
Yeah.
The other pilot's still in the cockpit. Like, I'm thinking, is he like slumped over on the wheel, and did he go through it? Why are both of them out here?
Right. At the end of the day, how do you know it's not all a big poker match? You know, how do you know they land the plane, they fix it, they're drying the sweat off, and the older pilot says to the younger one, "You can't even get your shit together. You stay here. I'll go out there. I'll tell them it was no big deal." You know, I don't know. The only way you'll ever know is if you go sit up there during it. You know.
I know. That's what I want to know. Like, what's going on? Are they talking a lot? Are they chatting? What are they doing? What's going on during those moments up there? I want to know, and I'll get the answer for the listeners and you next time I fly. But
you ever drive?
Yeah, man.
When you're driving in the snow, you know, from the Chicago days, the minute it starts snowing, you lower the radio, if someone's with you, you're like, shut the fuck up and try, you know? then my wife will get too quiet, and I'm like, am I alone in this? What, are you sleeping over there? Yeah. Is there any of that? That's the other thing. They land in snow. I'm like, now, are they like looking out the window? I look for them when they go to board the plane to see if they go, oh, shit. All right, open the gate. You know? I look for all of it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I in a car, you take a turn at 5 miles an hour, you hit an ice slick, you're doing a 360, right?
Right.
An airplane coming out of the sky hitting a runway, you're telling me that there's no movement on the wheels on that thing?
I know. I don't know. I'm always too in the mindset when we're coming down and it's a bad flight. We could be 20 feet up. I'm like, just hit the ground. I'll deal with whatever's going to. Let's slide into an airplane hangar. I don't give a shit. Just get to the ground. You know what I'm saying, man? Only once in my life did I ever have an aborted flight in Utah. We got like 100 feet and it was too windy and he took it back up. I'm like, oh my God, get this rookie out of the seat.
Oh, did he come on the intercom and say, I had a board because it was too windy?
It got a little too gusty. We're going to turn around and give it another shot. And you're like,
okay. And you know what I say to that? Turn it around and go back to where we started. Land it over there. We'll try it. We'll try it tomorrow. What are you going to give it? 20 minutes?
You're going to circle the airport and build up your confidence for the next 20 minutes. And then we're not trying to parallel park, guy. All right?
Oh God! And here's another one, and I don't know if you've ever heard anything like this on the airplane. You ever in turbulence and something like falls, like whether it's like a bottle or something like falls up by the galley, and you're like, all right, did they not make it strong enough for this type of vibration? You know, like when shit starts falling, you're like, Are we at the maximum amount we could be at?
That's any movie I ever seen where a building's gonna collapse or an earthquake. The first thing to fall is a bottle, and everyone's like, what's that? Right? I'm right there with you. You ever have it fall and do a little roll down the aisle? How ominous is that? May as well be a grenade. It's so frightening, man. I honestly thought, a lot of that would be a relief. I don't know what the right word is, but it wouldn't be as much flying private. But I guess
no, it's smaller. The plane's smaller, so you're gonna feel every everything up there. So
can you keep the door open? The one time I flew private, you could keep the door open and chat with the pilot. Could you if you wanted to?
Yeah, I mean, there's a drape up there. There's no door. There's a little drape. I mean, you could,
If you slid it to the side, would he be like,
yeah.
Do I come on stage with you? Then why are you opening the curtain?
No, I mean, I've opened the curtain where I go, hey, could you? It's a little cold back here. Can you put up the heat? And they're up there. They're up there on their phones.
Yeah, but
no one's flying the plane.
When you hit that turbulence and the wind is going like that,
yeah.
If you open the curtain and he's on his phone and he's calm, wouldn't that calm you down?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. By the way, you should tell all your pilots too. I give bonuses when you cancel flights because of danger. All right. I'm not the guy that gives you a bonus for getting me through a hurricane. I'll give you a bonus for saying I ain't going through the hurricane.
Yeah. Don't try to be no hero. If you think you can't land this thing, turn around.
Oh, wow,
so yeah, that was the. And I gotta tell you, I don't know how the hell you're living in cold climate, bro.
Yeah,
I was in the Midwest this week, going right through me, the wind, right through me.
The wind is annoying, but when I get inside, no one comes in, steals half the store, runs out. That's a nice touch.
Steals half the store.
The smash and grabs in California.
Oh.
No, I don't mind it. I actually, it's like only like 45 right now, and the problem is if you're gonna live in cold, we want the snow, we want to ski and do some of that. So it's like my brother's visiting after Christmas. We're gonna go skiing, and now I'm like, I guess we'll do like a 2-hand touch big football game or something here, man. It's gonna be 60. I'm telling you, man, the way global warming's going, bro, that people are going to be buying condos where I live in 10 years for retiring.
What's wrong with global warming? The places like Fredonia are going to be the real estate market's going to be through the roof.
I got to say, I'm no scientist, but it seems like easier to just relocate people away from where these floods are going to be. And like work around global warming, the idea that we're going to lower the temperature seems pretty ambitious,
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I don't know what the hell's going to happen, but yeah.
Man, it's just that Gretchen girl, that activist from England, I think.
12-year-old?
Something like that, yeah. If she listened to the cast, she would not be happy with what I just said.
Well, hey, man, you know what? This is all based on feeling, no facts. What else do I got here? So you got hold on. Man, I'm off. I could tell I'm off.
No, I know sometimes you're trying to think of something you want to say, and then I come in and I babble away, and then you're like, I got it, and he's knee deep in some story about yelling at a guy at an airport.
I totally lost my train of thought.
Was it something family?
Going through physical therapy today, right? First time. For the sciatic stuff. This guy comes in, been doing this for 30 years. And I gotta pat myself on the back here. When they ask me what's wrong with myself, the way I respond, I feel is textbook patient. Like what a patient should do. Did I tell you last time I went to the doctor, the ortho guy, that I walked in and I go, the way I'm answering your questions, are you happy with that? He goes, what are you talking about? I go, you like the way that I just give it to you, like with no fat on the bone. I just give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I feel, when they go to the doctor, they really like to talk about their pain. Like when I get up, I have it right here. But when then I lay down, I have it right here. But when I go to my right side, I don't do any of that. I do. When I get up, I got a shooting pain on the right thigh that curls into my calf but doesn't go into my feet. And I shut up.
If everybody did it like you, he could book 2-3 more appointments a day.
That's what I'm saying. I come in there prepared. I actually came in there with a list of what's wrong with me, so I could just refer to the list and not sit there and figure out while he's doing it. You know, it was textbook patient, right?
Now,
Plus, I feel good.
What happens? You ever have this though, where something that hurts, that is one of the reasons you're in there, it doesn't end up hurting at the moment when you're in there?
I did. I told it happened today. He goes, "Where does it hurt?" I said, "It hurts when I do this." I go, "Look, it's not hurting, not right now." It's like. Then he goes, "This is what throws me off."
Yeah.
Is it a numbing? Is it a numbing pain?
Bless you.
Thank you. Is it a stinging pain? Is it a shooting pain? I don't have. This is the only thing I got to work on. Yeah. I got to work on my pain descriptors.
Yeah.
What it is? Is it stabbing? Is it numbing? Is it tingling?
Throbbing.
Throbbing. To me, they're all the same, right?
There's like, I mean, yes. Yes, that would be 4 different ways to describe my neck. It's all those. Like, Are you telling me if I say it's stinging, as opposed to if I say it's throbbing, you're going to check a different page in your little medical book because it's 2 separate? Come on, man.
Yeah, no. Is it, if I say stinging, is that a nerve issue? And if I say throbbing, is that a muscle issue? That's what I want to know. I mean, I want to figure out if any of this stuff really matters, or they're just sitting there trying to get a grasp of what's going on. But anyway, I don't know. He told me we did some electrical therapy, some pads on my back, threw some electricity in the lower back, and did some ultrasound. He said, based on the MRI, he goes, you don't need to go to a chiropractor. Chiropractor will screw you up even more based on what he saw in the MRI. I got a lot of problems in a lot of different areas in my back.
Yeah, and he can help you with all that, though?
We'll see. He said, we're going to start. We're going to see what happens, but he don't want me working out for a week, which I don't know if that's going to happen, bro. I'm so into these workouts right now. I don't think I could take a week off.
Can't you do something light, no weights, just do some, cardio, get it going.
Do a little elliptical.
Hike. Just go hike.
I can't do uphill. That's not good for the back. He said I could walk on a treadmill and I could do it elliptical.
What about laps?
Swimming?
Yeah.
Didn't even talk about it.
Oh.
My God. So yeah, this is going nowhere, man.
What? The cat? Oh, you're dying. You're really not.
So off.
I'm literally into
what
it,
do you
man.
got? No. What do you got? No, I'm upset at my topic choices.
Oh no, I was listening to it, man. I was fascinated by it, but I gotta say though, sometimes you ever go to these doctors and I'm not saying it's this guy, but when they ask me questions, is it this, is it that? I want to almost at some point go, when are you gonna start you check. That's why I'm here. Yeah. I'm not sure what it is. I'm supposed to say my neck, and then you go da da da, and then you look up and go boom.
Yeah.
It's never that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. Hang in there. Back sucks, man. I'm wearing a brace right now, guy. I'm telling you, man. It keeps it
for what?
For my back. I when I write now, I've been writing, and when I sit in this chair too long, my back goes out on me. And Jackie's like, get a better chair. I go, this is a great chair. It's not the chair. My back I can't sit up too long. It's crazy. Then just like this.
So what is it, a weight belt?
Remember I told you a few casts ago I stopped at a Walmart because my back was giving out. And I bought a back brace. And I ended up liking it. And I keep using it, man. So it's not a weight belt. It's back brace. It's like Velcro. Just Velcro.
Oh, wow, that just sounds old. That sounds like you're 68.
Yeah, but only at night. No one hears it all day long, and it's thin, so you don't even know it's there. It gives me good posture.
So, do you wear that if you were going to Home Depot? Would you throw that thing on?
No, I just figured I saw it in my office, and I'm like, I'm going to be sitting in that chair for an hour talking with you, so I'll throw it on. But I did a couple of weeks ago. I'd say about 2 months ago, and I've never done this again. I have a different one, similar to this one, and I had a long flight. I think I was going to Portland. I flew with the back brace, and I got to tell you, man, when I went through security, and, I'm taking off my shoes and everything else, and then you hear... Oh, fuck. You think I'm going to my place in Arizona for the winter? Like I'm a snowbird. Look at this 70-year-old guy. God. And then I get through and I go up to the side. I lift up my shirt. I put the fucking thing back on. Oh, God.
Bro, if you were behind me and I heard that noise, I would go, this guy's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, right? You would think I'm going to stand off to the side, wait for the guy to come with the wheelchair, without a doubt. But yeah, it gives me that extra support sometimes. Maybe it's something you should think about. I don't know, bro. But I wanted to say, when I went to New York City, I just want to make this real quick, but again, wearing my trench coat, and I had just a one-night corporate gig, and I got to the hotel early, and I happened to be by the Christmas tree. So I'm like, let me walk over and check it out. And then there was St. Patrick's Cathedral. So now... I don't know. Have you ever gone in like a nice church in Chicago or anywhere? Like I've done this, lots of churches, and you're walking through and you're checking it out, and there's like somebody in the pew crying and like praying and crying, and I'm always like, you've never seen that? No. And I've always been like, that's a little heavy, man. What's going on there? So I'm in the St. Patrick's and I'm walking around, and I decide, hey, it's Christmas time. I can't check into the hotel. Let me sit in a pew here and just take a knee. And then I start thinking about, I don't want to upset anyone, but I start thinking about my dad, and like, because it's almost been about a year, and I have my nice trench coat on and my scarf, and I just start shedding a little tear, and I got a fresh hanky, and I just go like that, and I'm like, I'm that guy. I'm the guy that's made fun of. But I gotta tell you again, if I was in like a puffy black, ski jacket or something, and I'm crying, it just doesn't have the effect as the overcoat with the scarf. It just looks heavier. The
overcoat with the scarf is with a tear. If I walk by you, I would know whatever you're crying about. It's okay to do it. You have a North Face. You have a North Face thing on, right? With no scarf, all right, and a winter hat on. The importance just goes away. It goes away. I'm telling you, it goes away.
I look at you and I'm like, are you even praying, or are you just warming up? That's the other thing. Nobody took their hats off. I even had a hat. I took it off as soon as I walk in. What is going on? Got guys from Europe walking around speaking French with their fucking hats on. Little respect, baby.
Man. That's it. Were you front pew?
No. I just did a slide into one of them further in the back. I got to tell you though, as classy as I am with that overcoat, on the way out, I'm like, let me light a candle too, right? And I went over to light a candle.
Bro.
What? $2.
That's a move.
$2 for the candle. I opened my wallet. I only had 20s. I didn't light the candle. I couldn't. A cool guy would have just gave a 20. I didn't light the candle. I went to light the candle, and it said $2 donation when you light one.
So, but nobody's there. Nobody's watching.
I can't. Yeah, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't light one of the candles without having the money.
So it was either 20 or no light.
No light. So my dad got the prayer, but he didn't get the candle because I
didn't get the candle.
Couldn't. If they had a guy that break a 20, I would have did a candle.
Even at Christmas time at the church, a 20 spot, little donation. No,
I thought about that in hindsight, but nah, it's pricey in New York. You know what I mean? I should have. God, I nickel and dime myself. I think more about it than if I would have just did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you gotta, $20 is a lot for a candle at the church, but you're giving to the church. God knows what they're gonna do with it. Probably buy another marble floor for the Vatican, but you know.
Yeah, right. That's true, man. Beautiful. That freaking church. I got to tell you, though, flying home, I got on the shuttle to get to my car, and I have no bags. And as I go to get on the shuttle, like I just missed it. I look at it, and I go, damn. And like he sees me, and he stops, and he lets me get on. And I have nothing, no bag. So when he drops me off, I give him a 5 spot, and I go, you could have drove right by. You didn't have to pick me up. Thanks, man. And he's like, oh, no problem. So I wanted him to know. I wanted to encourage him to keep picking people up. Like, you know that when they leave and they're like, hey, you're not in the spot. You're like, come on, yeah, just open the door.
Yeah, no, nice. I like how you tagged it with why you're giving him the 5.
Yes.
So he knows now there's people out there like you that do appreciate the unsolicited stop.
That's it. I'm trying to keep that encouraging. Now, listen, I know we're going to wrap this up in a second. I know it's the last cast till Christmas, man. So we're going to wish you a Merry Christmas here. But, dude, my gift, I have a gift coming. Might have come today. I outdid myself. This is, even your old man is going to enjoy this. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
It's going to be a difference maker. One party time difference maker. I'll leave it at that.
There you have it. But looking forward to Pete's gift coming our way. I got to tell you, I don't even know if I'm in the Christmas spirit right now, man.
Oh my God, bro! I shouldn't even let you finish this cast until you are. Are you kidding me?
Listen. I mean, I got to tell you, I've been working so much. I haven't really had the time to settle in.
Yeah.
Although the other night we decorated the tree with the kids, and it was a really special moment. I'm just not happy with the tree. We got the tree, we brought it in, and it's leaning. It's not good.
Heavy lean, good, or man. like if someone came over, they'd go, that's leaning, or
yeah, it's not a heavy lean. It's off. You could tell it's off. So we're not really happy with the tree. The tree
you got a show the day after Christmas, right? That's
yeah. I mean, listen, it is what it is, but I don't know. It's been an unbelievable year here at the Pete and Sebastian show. We got through another year of this pandemic. When it started in 2020, March, I thought the pandemic was going to be over in 6 weeks, and here we are, coming up on 2 years with this frickin' virus, right?
Oh, God. Insane.
And we got to thank the listeners out there that's stuck. I got to go listen to older casts. I haven't done that in a while. Sometimes I'll run through some older casts just to see where I was at that point in my life and what we're talking about. It's kind of fun to do. Even if you guys out there that are listening, if you want to go back and maybe for the next 2 weeks, because Pete and I are taking a vacation from the cast here.
Hit the archives.
Start back up. Yeah, hit the archives. We're going to start back up in January again. But got to tell everybody out there that listens, thank you for listening. My buddy Bill from Chicago says he's a big listener, so hello to Bill. Nice to see you, buddy, over the weekend. And that's it. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You got any final parting thoughts here?
Okay, yes. Want to remind you guys, March 12th, next year, 2022, I'm playing the Paramount Theater on Long Island. That's a big one for me. Get your tickets now, PeteCorreale.com, or go straight to the Paramount and get the tickets online. That's March 12th and February 19th. Going back to Chicago, man. The City Winery in Chicago, Saturday night, February 19th, 8 p.m., baby. Again, you can get those tickets at PeteCorreale.com or right to the venues. Also, want to give a shout out. I don't normally do this. Luis Amaro. I met you in Hartford. You had a beautiful mustard leather on, and you are one of our military vets. God bless all the military vets. You guys are the best. So there's your shout out, my brother. Also, the lovely Sharon. You make me cookies. You've sent cookies and you made hats. You're a sweet lady. Sharon out in the Ozarks. Thank you very much. And to all the listeners, have a great Merry Christmas, man. You guys are the best. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. And we're just having more and more fun every year. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and catch you all in 2022.
we'll be in touch outside the cast. I got to try and figure out where my thoughts are here because I'm exhausted.
All right, man. No problem. Good hanging anyway. I had a great time.
Take care.
Later.
You got it.